My parents once told me, "You're adopted, so don't expect anything when we're gone." I was crushed, until a week later when my grandma's lawyer called with news that turned everything upside down. My name is Hannah Cooper, and the night my parents told me I was adopted is etched into my memory like a scar. We were sitting at the dinner table when my dad, without even looking me in the eye, said, "You're adopted, so don't expect anything when we're gone." My mom nodded, her fork scraping across her plate, as if it were just a casual announcement. No warmth, no compassion, just cold words dropped on me like a bomb. I froze. The air felt heavy, my heart sank, and I remember staring at the spaghetti on my plate as if it could somehow explain why my entire world had just flipped upside down. I had always sensed the distance between us, but I never imagined they'd say something so cruel. Not only was I shocked about being adopted, but I was also crushed by the idea that I didn't truly belong, that even in their eyes, I wasn't really family. For the next week, I walked around in a daze. Every childhood memory replayed in my head with new meaning. Were the hugs fake? Were the birthday parties just for show? I cried myself to sleep wondering why they had even chosen me in the first place if they never intended to love me as their own. Then, just when I thought I couldn't feel any smaller, the phone rang. It was a man introducing himself as Mr. Lawson, my grandmother Evelyn's lawyer. I hadn't spoken to Grandma in years. My parents kept me at a distance from her, always saying she was difficult. Mr. Lawson's words made my knees buckle. "Your grandmother passed last month, and in her will, she left everything to you." I sat there in stunned silence. "Everything?" I whispered. "Yes," he replied. "Her home, her savings, and a trust fund she set up in your name. She wanted you to have a future of your own." I could hardly process it. The woman my parents had dismissed as difficult had quietly been protecting me all along. The following weekend I drove to her house, a place I barely remembered from childhood visits. Walking through the door felt like stepping into a forgotten part of myself. Photos of me as a little girl lined the hallway, birthdays, school plays, Christmas mornings. She had kept everything. I realized then that Grandma Evelyn had seen me as her own, even when my parents didn't. She must have known how they treated me, must have feared what would happen when she was gone. So she left me not just money, but proof that I was loved, that I belonged to someone who truly cared. When my parents found out, they were furious. My mom demanded I share the inheritance, claiming it wasn't fair. For once in my life, I stood my ground. "You told me not to expect anything," I said. "So don't expect anything from me." That day, the weight lifted. What began as heartbreak turned into liberation. I wasn't unwanted. I was chosen. Maybe not by them, but by someone who mattered even more. My grandmother's love reached beyond the grave and gave me the strength to claim my own future. Full story added in below.